Hi, my name is Natalie Williams. I'm a certified yoga teacher. Welcome to the month of May, where we are going to do different poses each week, where I'm going to lead you through different modifications and variations of this pose. Make sure you always consult with your physician prior to engaging in any new exercise routine. In this video, we are going to do modifications and variations for Pigeon Pose. So to start, we're actually going to do something that you may not consider pigeon, but it is. It's called flying pigeon. So we're going to come down into a plank, finding your plank, and first of all, making sure you're warmed up for this because we're going to really go deep into it. We're going to go into a downward facing dog. The right leg is going to come up to the sky, and then you're going to bend the right knee and bring it towards the right elbow. Then you're going to bring the right foot towards the left elbow and really try to open up the hips just like so. This is called flying pigeon. From here, if you can do so, we're going to place the leg down just like it is up. So for many of you, you guys actually have your leg down here with the knee closed and facing in. If you're extremely tight, I'm actually going to work backwards and go from there, and I'll show you right here. I'll meet you guys what we just talked about here. So if you are really tight, and this is a pose you just kind of avoid because it is uncomfortable, we're going to break it down. So you have to have patience, and from here, we're going to just go right here. If you have your right leg in front, your left leg behind, your right knee is bent, and your left leg is bent as well. I call it a cheerleader sit. You can stay right here, and from here, if you have a block or a pillow or a bolster, you can use it in front of you to go down just like so. Make sure you're not holding up on your shoulders, that tension isn't there. And if you can go all the way down, you can go down. You can remove this as well. It's just a prop. You can further it right here. So right now, your knee is facing forward, or you can bring it out a little bit. It just depends on your flexibility. And you're just kind of coming down here. This is more of the basic one, but you want to start off basic and then build up from there. If you're here and this is the most extreme version of this pose, hang out here while I kind of just show you the different variations and modifications that you can grow to. So say that you already have this down. This is not a challenge. The next thing you can do, flex this knee so you're not torquing it, and only do what regions of your body are flexible enough. So a lot of people misconstrue pigeon as their knee facing forward and their knee in. Remember, I told you to come back to this. Here we are. It's just like this. Well, you're trying to get it out to a full parallel with the mat. You're supposed to be parallel up here. But let's only go to where we can do right now. So maybe it is up here, maybe it is there for you. If not, just come down a little bit more. We're gonna bring the left leg back and rotate the left hip down. If you have this, but it still feels extremely tight in that right hip, grab a block, a bolster, or a towel or blanket, place it underneath that right hip. It wants to be at an angle going out. Some people place it forward and that janks up your hip. It wants to be going out. So you want to find adjustment, find what feels right for you, and you can stay up here. So you get to stretch your inner thigh, you get to stretch your hip, and you get to stretch your leg. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is start from the beginning, making this pose the best you can with the flexibility in your piriformis and the outside of your hip. So if you're here, walk that foot up a little bit unless this is too much. Make sure your back knee is comfortable and the feet are untucked here. If you can go down from here, go down. If you have blocks, you can hold on to the blocks. If you're already here, and this is so easy for you, go ahead and remove the block if you have it there. And if not, come on down all the way to your elbows. I'm not flexible enough, but if you are, you want to bring the shin parallel with the mat and drop the left hip down. So where you are, if you're here, that's fine, but slowly start to inch that foot forward every time you do it to challenge yourself to open up the tight hip, and you can melt down. So this is right here, all the way into Pigeon Pose. Wherever you are through this video, hang out there and just kind of sink into it. Next, I'm going to show you different variations and more extreme versions that you can get into to be a little bit more playful with your practice. So stay here. If you have a strap, grab onto your strap. If you have really flexible quads, place this hook. If you don't have one of these, maybe a towel, bend the back left leg and try to reach for it right here. And we're just kind of holding on here. What I'm going to transfer into is Mermaid Pose. So if you have this and if you want to do this, great. If not, hang out, open up the hips here. So if you have a strap, this is great for that. If you want to round it up, this is more of a dancer pose right here, but you're still getting the effect and the stretch that you need from Mermaid. if you already have this, and if you want to let go of the strap right here, unleash it, hook your left arm on the inside of that left foot. Keep this hip down so you're not going out with a hip whack. Go forward. Left hand is here, right arm comes up and over, and here is your mermaid. If you have it, great. If you want to build up into it, know that it takes all these steps and all these stretches to finally get here. So wherever you are, we're going to gently come out of it, nice and easy. There's no forcing. And I'm going to show you a different way to work on this flexibility. So to open up for pigeon pose. So keep a strap if you have a strap. If you don't worry about it. We're just going to do it from laying on our backs. And come on down. From here, you're actually going to place the strap on the left foot, if you have a strap. The right foot, you're going to figure four, bend the knee, and pull through. Flex this foot and open up the hip. So right now, you're opening up the hip, you're stretching it out. You can hang out here if this feels extra good to you. Everybody's built different. It might take different areas because we're different levels of flexibility all throughout. If this feels great to you, hang out here. If not, you can unleash the strap. If you don't have one, you can just hang on through here. If you want to intensify it a little bit more, we're going to hook this right leg underneath our arms, underneath it, and extend the left leg down. Notice I cannot do this without completely relaxing my arm and head down. So I'm going to lower the grip and just hang out here. So the biggest thing is your foot's flexed to keep alignment, and this is upside down pigeon pose. Gently come on out, shake it out a little bit, and we're gonna come on up. Have fun on this side, but make sure you do the next side on your left side. You might notice your left side is way more tight than your right, and that's okay. Just make sure that you hold into it on your own, finding this different variations and modifications and growing with it. Thanks for watching.